Shenmue has made a deep mark on the hearts of many fans over the years, a mark that grew exponentially as the days came and went after Shenmue 2 left us in tears over its sheer beauty, leading many to wonder and dream about what a continuation would be. For many of us, those thoughts and wonders led to putting much mysticism on Shenmue's later story elements. So many theories arose regarding just what could have happened later in the story, especially when referencing the Saturn footage of the FRPG. Shenmue has grown to be a symbol of many elements. It is a symbol of life, a symbol of loss and death, a symbol of friendship, love, hope, but also a symbol of mysticism. I feel the mysticism behind Shenmue and its meaning as a topic that has since been lost over the years. The mysticism of Shenmue is very decentralized, spanning many different mediums, mythology, religion, art, and history. However, its rich diversity is also centralized at the same time. That centralization can be found in the form of a character. Yes, today we're gonna finally talk about that character. Ling Shenhua, voiced by Hazuki Ishigaki in the Japanese dub of Shenmue 1 and 2, Haruka Terui in the Japanese dub of Shenmue 3, Deb Rabbi in Shenmue 1's English dub, Akaska Sholin in Shenmue 2's English dub, and Brianna Knickerbocker in Shenmue 3's English dub. Born on September 9th, 1970, Shenhua is a 16-year-old girl who seems to be at the very center of the mystery that is Shenmue's complete storyline. Not much is known about Shenhua outside of what she tells Ryo, her mannerisms, and her home. However, she seems to be a large part of the series in so many arcane ways. We first see Shenhua in the opening cinematic of Shenmue 1. She recites the prophecy that seems to be the binds that holds Ryo's journey with her together. That's a very important concept, so keep that in mind.
He shall appear from a far eastern land across the sea. A young man who has yet to know his potential. This potential is a power that could either destroy him or realize his will. His courage shall determine his fate. The path he must traverse, fraught with adversity, I await whilst praying. For this destiny predetermined since ancient times. A pitch-black night unfolds with the morning star as its only light. And thus the saga begins.
Roughly translated, she speaks from what seems to be within the first-person perspective that a young man will be adventuring to her from a far eastern land across the sea. She seems to stress more about the potential being the subject rather than the character itself. She states that she is waiting and praying, and also that this has been predetermined since ancient times. The predetermination since ancient times clause is very important to the theories surrounding Shenhua, so keep that in mind for a later episode. In Shenmue 1, players are not introduced to Shenhua just yet. However, little hints of her are seen throughout the game. She remains as a mysterious figure that keeps the player wondering just who this person is. We do, however, see her quite a bit. The first real glimpse we get of her after the intro video we spoke of before is in the candy shop of all places. Unless you search Ryo's room and find that cassette tape, of course. In Shenmue, there are many things you can do or even purchase that have no real reason to be there. However, this makes the world feel even more alive. If players go into the Ape candy shop,
When I go to the candy shop, I always stop by to visit him.
Yeah, it's close by there.
they can purchase Shenmue branded chocolates and caramel, or caramel, however you pronounce it. I feel Yu Suzuki did this just to further entice the player to wonder just who this person is. For me personally, this mystery grew and grew. This mystery becomes even more interesting as Ryo goes to sleep one night. Players at this point have seen that Ryo has some dreams throughout the first game. However, one dream he has is of Shenhua. The dream showcases Shenhua standing in a void of what seems to be a snowy scenery. Like what I did there? If you get that reference, then kudos to you. She seems to turn around in the dream as if she sensed something. This resembles the bad ending of Shenmue 2, which we will get into in episode 2. I personally feel that this is the moment that Shenhua realizes that the prophecy is beginning to happen, as if she senses Ryo is starting the events of his journey to come find her. I feel this way because also in Shenmue 2's bad ending, we can see that she can speak to Ryo remotely. That itself is such a mystery, and I love every moment thinking of it. At this point of the first game, players are now aware of this mysterious girl, and it really gets the mind rolling. Shenhua seems to be very important to the mysticism of the story, however, we really have learned next to nothing about her at this point. Through the rest of the game, however, Shenhua is never seen again until the final portion of the game. As players know, Shenmue ends with Ryo's journey to Hong Kong as Chapter 1, the prologue, ends. At the end of this segment, we see the prophecy get recited, and as the boat sails away, we see the North Star glisten in the Little Dipper constellation. In the North Star, we see none other than Shenhua turn around, symbolically as she knows Ryo is on his way in his journey. A little side note, as we will explore in a future episode, the Little Dipper and the North Star are extremely important.
The day. But can I ask for your help with one more thing?
What is it?
It's about this mirror. Can you tell me anything about it?
Let me see it. This is a very unusual mirror.
It's called the Phoenix Mirror.
Phoenix. In China, the phoenix is the legendary bird of fortune. It's a guardian for the Sky Lord.
Guardian?
The other guardian is the dragon.
A dragon.
In China, people consider the North Star to be the lord of the sky. Look there. That is an old Chinese map in stone, see? It's a map of the Big Dipper from the Han Dynasty. On a moonless night, should you pray to the stars, your wishes shall be realized. The Big Dipper revolves around the immovable North Star. In China, the North Star is highly respected. For ages and ages, people have worshipped it. In China, there are numerous fascinating legends about the stars.
I see. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
As we dive deeper into the lore of Shenhua, I hope I can give those who watch these videos just a sense of how much mysticism Shenmue holds in its lore and even its game design. I have made it my life's mission to bring this point around. Shenmue is a game that really needs to be dug into to fully understand, and I hope that through these videos I can show you just how far the rabbit hole goes. And as always, thanks for watching.
You should rest a little, Joe.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Thank you.
Kiora